What if I told you a simple test with two dolls helped end segregation in American schools? Not a protest, not a speech, a psychological experiment. The woman behind it was Mamie Phipps Clark, and her research helped change American history.
Black History 365.
Mamie Phipps Clark was born in 1917 in Hot Springs, Arkansas during the height of the Jim Crow segregation. Black Americans were living in a country where the legacy of slavery still shaped daily life. Separate schools, separate neighborhoods, separate opportunities. But Mamie grew up in a family that believed education was power. Her father was a physician, and her parents pushed her to pursue academic excellence. She eventually attended the HBCU, Howard University. It was there that Mamie began asking a powerful question. What does racism do to the minds of Black children? That question led to one of the most famous psychological experiments in American history. In the 1940s, Mamie Phipps Clark and her husband, Kenneth Clark, created what became known as the doll test. They showed young Black children two dolls. One doll was white, the other doll was Black. Then they asked the children a series of simple questions. Which doll is nice? Which doll is bad? Which doll is pretty? And finally, the most painful question. Which doll looks like you? Over and over again, many Black children chose the doll that was white as the good doll and rejected the one that looked like themselves. The experiment revealed something devastating. Segregation wasn't just separating people, it was teaching Black children that whiteness had more value than their own identity. Mamie Phipps Clark had just uncovered the psychological damage of racism, and the country couldn't ignore it. In 1954, the United States Supreme Court heard the historic case Brown versus Board of Education, which challenged segregated schools. The Clarks' research was presented as evidence. Their findings helped prove that segregation was not only unequal, it was harmful to children's development. The court ruled that segregated schools were unconstitutional, but Mamie Phipps Clark didn't stop there. Facing discrimination in academic jobs, despite her achievements, she turned her energy toward helping her own community directly. In 1946, she co-founded the Northside Center for Child Development in Harlem, providing psychological care, education support, and resources for Black children and families who had long been ignored by the system. Mamie Phipps Clark combined science, activism, and community work to change the future for generations of children. Her work reminds us of a powerful truth. Black history doesn't just shape laws and institutions. It shapes how people see themselves. And Mamie Phipps Clark helped America confront that reality.